absolute and total destruction is incoming for the Colorado State Rams as they are heading into Boulder, Colorado to face off the Colorado Buffaloes and Deion Sanders, the Coach Prime in the Rocky Mountain Showdown. And guys, we got to talk about it. We got to preview this game because Jay Norvel couldn't keep his mouth shut. And honestly, not keeping your mouth shut, it's ultimately going to hurt your team. And I don't know why, as a head coach, you would want to hurt your team and put your team in a position that he did. We got to talk about it. And before we do that, guys, go ahead and hit that like and hit that subscribe button. Jump down in the comments below and let me know what y'all's thoughts are, because the comments that came out of Jay Norvel's mouth are absolutely mind-blowing. Coach Prime's taking advantage of it. So, in a recent thing, whatever, Jay Norvel said in a sit-down with ESPN, I sat down with ESPN today. I took my hat off, and I took my sunglasses off. And I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. And guess what? Folsom Frenzy Podcast, which, if you guys like Colorado Buffalo content, you should jump over there, go see what they're talking about. They put this little tweet out, and by the way, absolutely hilarious. If you're not familiar with this, this is Doug Dimmadome from The Fairly Odd Parents. And this is exactly how Deion Sanders should walk into this game. He should get himself a custom Doug Dimmadome hat, keep it on the entire game, get you some nice fancy shades, and walk around that sideline dressed up in a suit and tie and say, I am here, and I'm here to whoop you around this field. But guys, in all honesty, we got to break down this game and talk about the keys for the Colorado Buffaloes and what you want to see from the Colorado Buffaloes in this game. Because the Colorado State, they went out there and lost their first game, and they didn't just lose it. They kind of got embarrassed to Washington State. And guys, Washington State's like not great. So, yeah, they got some work to do on their side. But you saw they got the field goal in the first. They struck first in that game. And then from there on, Washington State just took control up until the fourth quarter, where you put in Braden Fowler, and I don't know how to say his last name. Colorado State got a little bit of a spark there. 13-20, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for him. But you can imagine going up against a Colorado Buffaloes secondary that consists of Travis Hunter, and then not only Travis Hunter, but Shiloh Sanders, Miles Slusher. Yeah, kind of got some problems. You might have a hard day slinging the ball around. Can't say your advantage is in the trenches either, because they got a guy by the name of Jordan Dominic who only has 9 total tackles on the season and is just being a straight force on that defensive line, getting into the backfield, causing havoc, applying pressure. You're not going to be able to slow him down. Now, for the Colorado Buffaloes, what you want to see out of this game and what you want to see Sean Lewis and Coach Prime really be able to do is you want to see them establish the running game. So far this season, through, what has it been, 2 games? You only have 113 rushing yards. That's not very good. That's not good. Your leading rusher is a true freshman in Dylan Edwards. You want to see guys like Savion Wilkerson. You want to see maybe like Cavassier Smoke. You want to see some of these guys go out there and be able to be successful in the run game. And realistically, in this game, you need to have somebody over 100 yards. If you cannot achieve that against the Colorado State Rams, you're not going to be able to achieve that over a USC or an Oregon or any team like that, which in order for Colorado to really be able to make some noise and potentially want to be able to make a Pac-12 championship game, this is what you have to do. You're going to have to start out by beating one of those 2 teams and making a name for yourself, and you're not going to be able to do that with the run game. There is going to be a team that is going to be able to figure out, if I just apply pressure to Shedeur Sanders and I shut down the pass game, we're going to be able to beat the Colorado Buffs pretty handily. Now, I'm not dumb and I'm not naive to think that Coach Prime doesn't know this, that Sean Lewis doesn't know this, and that they're going to fix it, and that they're probably already fixing it. So with that being said, we're looking at the matchup predictor here. According to ESPN Analytics, Colorado is given an 88.1% chance to win this game. The over-under is Colorado by 24 points. Hold on. Let me say that again. The over-under for this game is Colorado by 24. So you might be asking, Preston, why is 24 such a big deal to you? For a team like Colorado, that's a pretty high margin for your first game, or for your first to be within your first 3 games. Their highest margin of victory was only 22, and that was to Nebraska, where they completely dismantled them. You only beat TCU by 3. Now, you beat TCU that honestly should have out-talented you that game and beat you, but you showed up to play and they didn't. So, in reality, Colorado has a chance to come out of this game 3-0. Colorado has an opportunity to continue to put the world on notice. And anybody that is not paying attention to what Coach Prime is doing out there, here's a example of what Coach Prime is doing out there. Let's talk about some of the recruits that are going to be in Boulder. Like their 4-star athlete, Aaron Butler, who's already committed, or the 4-star 2024 athlete, Boo Carter, who's, I believe, committed to Tennessee. You also got the 4-star inside offensive lineman, Jordan Seaton from IMG Academy. You're getting him on an unofficial visit. That's big. You've got defensive lineman, 4-star Jeremiah Beam. You have Danny O'Neal, of course, and Talon Chandler. Talon Chandler, a friend of the show. And actually, we're going to be getting him here on the podcast soon to break down probably the USC game. That's when we're probably going to get him and Danny on to break down the USC game. But then you got 2023 wide receiver, Zakirel Lewis. 2025, that's the year we all need to look at and go, ooh, what are they doing out there in Boulder? 5-star quarterback, Bryce Underwood. 4-star safety, Martell's Carter Jr. 4-star 2025 wide receiver, Dallas Wilson. 3-star wide receiver, Adrian Walker Jr. You have quarterback, Jack Williams. Athlete, JT Taggart. Athlete, Chris Hewitt Jr. in 2026. You look at some of these recruits that they're getting on campus, and you say, oh, so these players, they really got something out there. They're convincing guys to play there. Because Coach Prime's got a really high turnover rate. Actually, let me rephrase this. We're going to give credit back to Folsom Frenzy Podcast here, because they're the ones that put out the stat. Coach Prime has an 83% close rate on kids that visit campus in the 2024 class. What do you think about that? Coach Prime has an effective pitch, and he's putting an effective product on the field. He's saying, look what I can do with guys in less than a season. Look at how good Travis Hunter is in the secondary. That could be you. You guys think the Charles Lester recruitment's over? Hell no. They're going to be going after Charles Lester. And I would be surprised if they give up on some other guys. Colorado, they're going to be sitting there waiting for guys to fall out of classes where somebody tries to make room for a higher end target, so they push somebody out of their class. But it's still a really good player. That's what Colorado's going to be there to pick up. They're going to say, come play for us. Bring that chip on your shoulder to the University of Colorado, because I want you to play with it here. So looking at the game for the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado State Rams, this is a huge game for Colorado. Huge game. You've got a bunch of recruits on campus. You have an opportunity at 9 o'clock for a lot of people to watch your game on ESPN and really make the world know Coach Prime is here. So you guys are asking, where's your prediction, Preston? Keep dragging this along. All right. Told y'all, destruction is coming. It's incoming. And I believe Coach Prime, Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, They're going to do what they need to do, and they're going to win this game 52-10. You heard me right. Coach Prime, 52-10 over the Colorado State Rams and Jay Norvel. It's going to be a bloodbath. Colorado fans, they're going to be excited to watch this. So Colorado fans, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what y'all's thoughts are. Drop down in the comments below. Let me know what your score predictions are. How many pass yards do you think Shedeur Sanders gets? Does Travis Hunter get 1 or 2 interceptions in this game? Because he's going to get something, right? Jump down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and hit that subscribe button.